We're in northeast Iowa, and the parts of the farm have been in the family for over 150 years, so it has been deemed a heritage farm. When we originally started, we wanted a place for the kids to be able to come back, for their families to be able to come, and for us just to have a retreat and escape the city.
The genesis of this design was the location with the prairie, and that we literally float above it. It is the reuse of existing materials from that or recycling, as well as natural materials, which we see with all the western red cedar and cork flooring and all that type of stuff that has to it. So taking very natural materials and putting them in a very modern way is what the whole idea of the design is.
My father was an avid conservationist, really enjoyed the sustainability of things. And in fact, we reused glass from a major office building. We actually loaded it on a U-Haul and brought it out from Indianapolis, Indiana, and sort of did the whole design around it. We wanted to be able to look out onto the prairie.
From the very beginning, just the sloped roof was all about putting solar panels on it. It's got the perfect orientation to the south. Moved the cabin just far enough away from the woods to the back in order to let that solar come in. While you can talk about saving the earth and all that, energy conservation, quite frankly, it's just the right thing to do. I feel like we're trying to kind of stay ahead of the curve on this, and changing to the lithium batteries felt like one more kind of detail that emphasizes that notion of sustainability.
When we originally started, we had the lanterns. We did glamping. Then we went to the solar panels. Then, we went to lead acid, and then we went to the small lithium batteries, to the Battleborn. And the reason was we wanted to be able to run the refrigerator, the wine cooler, the Advantium oven, which is a convection oven, as well as a microwave. I wanted to be able to run my Dyson vacuum. I wanted air conditioning. I wanted all the comforts of home.
When we had the solar system installed, we used a local electrical and went with their system, which is 8 lead acid batteries that were associated with it. That was even before we had the water pump installed yet and that type of stuff. We couldn't even get through the night with the air conditioning.
The fact that we had 16 lead acid batteries and they didn't sustain, the energy levels that we really wanted, where we're down to just 8 Battleborn batteries. We don't have to worry about it. In fact, that's the beauty of it, and that's why we wanted it to be worry-free.
We have all the conveniences here that you would have, quote, in the city or on the grid. Really don't even need to call it an off-grid. We're just, we're able to live remotely and very sustainably. As sustainable design, and particularly in architecture, is evolving, more from just recycling and all that type of stuff. The big thing is resilience, and it's great to have this net zero project as an example of what we've achieved.